flight. Yeah, and Drake doesn't even have a private jet. Like, he has a 767. Like, that's his private jet. So understand that, like, the amount of fucking jet fuel that he's burning is that of a 767, which can fly, like, what, 100 people? Or more than 100 people. Yeah. We're still watching this because you had to explain that socialism isn't bad to every fucking chatter. 200 plus people, yeah. What? No fucking shot. GOP lawmaker attended gay son's wedding 3 days after voting against same-sex marriage? Dude, that's awesome. That is fucking insane, dude. I mean, what do you say to that? What can you do in that situation? Like, what do you fucking say or do? I mean, this is just straight demon time, dude. Straight demon time. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about his own child. Like, he doesn't give a shit about that. How the fuck do you get, like, he's a former cop. Look at that skull. I think he's a current cop, brother. Look at that skull. Evil Maverick, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Just wait for Democrats to limit the minimum time of flight and time to try and solve this problem. Then billionaires stay on air more time to avoid that. Speaking of avoidance, the top of the hour is upon us. And if you want to avoid that, okay, before the Democrats decide you have to watch the 1 minute ad breaks at the top of every hour, you can subscribe. You can subscribe for $5 or you can subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime. By connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get 1 free Prime subscription a month. Or maybe you're one of the lucky 10 individuals that Evil Maverick gave 10 gifted subs to. Yes, that's right. If you are a gifted sub recipient, you can also avoid those ads. One of many different methods. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. We're not watching a 1 hour and 33-minute Michael Parenti lecture. What is wrong with you, bro? What the fuck? Yo, homies be like, dude, watch this Yellow Hue Parenti video for an hour and 30 minutes until it burns in the back of your fucking mind. Oh, by the way, yesterday, Matt Gaetz had this to say, if you remember, and I made jokes about it. Bill, there was a follow-up to that.
Have you watched
Hold on, I got to pee while this plays.
Pro-abortion, pro-murder rallies? The people are just disgusting. Like, why is it that the women with the least likelihood of getting pregnant are the ones most worried about having abortions? Nobody wants to impregnate you if you look like a thumb. These people are odious on the inside and out. They're like 5'2", 350 pounds, and they're like, give me my abortions or I'll get up and march and protest. And I'm thinking, march? You look like you got ankles weaker than the legal reasoning behind Roe versus Wade. A few of them need to get up and march. They need to get up and march for like an hour a day, swing those arms, get the blood pumping, maybe mix in a salad. Have you watched these pro-abortion, pro-murder rallies? The people are just disgusting. Like, why is it that the women with the least likelihood of getting pregnant are the ones most worried about having abortions? Nobody wants to impregnate you if you look like a thumb.
Like I said, Matt Gaetz, also a very thumb-like individual. Also, Matt Gaetz personally should take his own advice and shut the fuck up about abortion if he's trending Hostwit. Matt Gaetz should shut the fuck up about abortion if he is, incapable of giving birth. Matt Gaetz is not even into people over the age of 18, as far as we understand, according to an FBI investigation into alleged sex trafficking of minors. So Matt Gaetz should just shut the fuck up in general. But he won't. Let's see what he said today. He doubled down on his comments in our interview this morning with Olivia Iverson of where?
Explain what you said and what you meant by that.
Well, I'm very pro-life, and I make no apology for it. And I'm grateful that Roe has been overturned and that Dobbs is now the jurisprudence on abortion. And I find these people who go out in these pro-abortion, pro-murder rallies.
I love that. Pecker Protector, Sohape, thank you for the 5. Rabbit in Space, thank you for the 5 as well. This is so funny. Like, I'm so pro-life. That's why I said all women that like care about not having their rights removed are ugly and fat. That's why I did it. That's why I said it. It's like, bro, they're asking you why you chose like such ridiculous terminology as a fucking sitting senator, or a sitting representative. Fuck. Oh God, probably in the future, maybe the president. Who knows?
He's odious and just like ugly on the inside and out, and I make no apology for it. I don't believe that every person who disagrees with my perspective on life is an ugly person, but the ones that are out there protesting and marching outside Justice Kavanaugh's home, trying to threaten the court, trying to impose a night of rage on our nation's capital, which is what they advertised. That's just it's just pure ugliness, and I see that ugliness on the inside. I see it on the outside. You know, even in the horrible circumstance where an abortion may happen, it is nothing to celebrate and it is nothing to cheer.
Mm-hmm. Is it safe to say that based off of your comments, you're suggesting that these women at these abortion rallies are ugly and overweight?
Yes.
What do you say to people who think that those comments are offensive?
Be offended.
Mm-hmm.
He said, be offended. Dog, what about your own people, though? He sure does have the right to call people ugly on the inside and out because, you know, it's his word. He can't say it without repercussions. I mean, yeah, he is ugly on the inside and out as well. So we talked about Drake's jet. Charlie Kirk popping off, my king. Charlie Kirk knows the value of $1, okay? He knows hard work is how you make that money. That's why he decided to never work a day in his life and immediately go and beg millionaires and billionaires to give him money to start a conservative grift where he lies to old conservative millionaires and billionaires about how he's actually changing the minds of the youth to become more conservative when he's not actually really doing that. So that's why Charlie did not work a day in his fucking life, dude.
Okay. Hello from Montana. Charlie, earlier you suggested young people just get out of high school should go offering to work for someone for free as a trade, or at least that was the impression I got. Genuine philosophical question. How would such a young person support themselves financially in that case? If they couldn't support themselves, who could support them? Do parents have an obligation to invest in their young kids to help them become financially independent? Yes, you'd have to live at home probably for a year or 2 years, for sure, if you were going to go work for somebody.
Bro, look like Boss Baby on Nootropics. Yo, what a fucking rare insult, dude. What the fuck?
No balls, you won't do it for free. But here's what happens, and we're getting emails affirming this. If you go ask somebody for a job, and after 6 months, they will pay you. By the way, if you ask them for a free job, just so you know, they legally can't even do that. There's intern laws, and they'll be like, okay, I get the point. But the point is you're going to work so many hours or work in the night shift. By the way, it's okay to work 20 hours a day. You understand your body can take way more stress. I have seen.
Wait, what? Dude, that's awesome. Dude, that's so cool. I love that, dude. I actually do. I love this. I love when Republicans just say it, okay? I love when they just come out and straight up fucking say it. They're like, you should work 20 hours a day. What an incredible fucking way to promote your ideology, okay? For free, by the way.
The limits of the human body, would you say, Andrew, over the last 10 years? You could push yourself. And yes, you might get sick. Yeah, and by the way, I brag about...
Why would you ever take advice from this guy? The funny thing is, like, people will say the same. They'll be like, Hassan, you never worked a day in your fucking life. You know what I mean? And it's like, first of all, I worked significantly more than Charlie Kirk did. He worked 0 days in his life, okay? 0. I at least worked for a fucking startup. Sure, it was my uncle's startup, but it was still a startup nonetheless. I, am making my own Twitch stream. I'm not relying on fucking billionaire and millionaire donations, okay? He is, okay? He is. That's all he does. All he does is get money from fucking rich people. It's a grift. So why the fuck does anybody listen to this guy?
About how I'm a biohacker, ice baths every morning, saunas, working out 5 days a week, IV therapy, whatever it takes, supplements, no alcohol.
Wait, notice how he's not actually talking about work, and he's talking about biohacking, like talking about going to the sauna. That's pretty sick. Thanks, man. He's like, you should work 20 hours a day. Me, though, I'm built differently, which is why I'm going to tell you how I get IVs and go to the sauna.
Yeah, and by the way, I brag about how I'm a biohacker, ice baths every morning, saunas, working out 5 days a week, IV therapy, whatever it takes, supplements, no alcohol, eating everything, no carbs if I can, green.
Yes, dude, TTS is turned off. How do you not know this already? Hasanabi, you're not a random streamer, though, bro. You're a big fish. I'd like to hear you move to LA to rep us there and fight back against all the rich there. I'd like to hear you move to LA to rep us there and fight back against all the rich there. What? No, I didn't move to Los Angeles to fight back against the rich where they live, my friend. I moved to Los Angeles because it's nice as fuck, dude. The weather is fucking sick. Even though I never leave my house, I still like it. I still like knowing that it's nice outside. It's 79 degrees and sunny right now. Okay, there you go. I read your TTS.
Eating greens every day, meat. You got to do that. But if you want to be average, then okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, biohacking also includes
Charlie Kirk here for 100% drug-free Relief Factor. And 18 months ago, I could no more play basketball than run a marathon. I'm serious. In fact, I'm so happy about it, I feel like I'm now on a mission to help as many people as possible to get out.
Charlie Kirk here. I'm biohacking. Couldn't biohack my face to look normal on my gigantic skull, but biohacking nonetheless.
And stay out of pain, like this person.
I've been running almost my whole life. For my 40th, I worked.
Dude, you know what I love about this? Like, it's not even just that like they got Charlie Kirk to be in this commercial, but all the other random dudes that are giving testimony also look so conservative. Like, what? Did you have to hire, like, conservative-looking dudes? Is that what it is? Like, look at my man David. You never see a guy like David in a commercial, okay? Like, what is that handlebar mustache with the white tips? Like, what's happening here?
Worked myself up to the LA Marathon, and my knees started hurting, but by 50, the pain in my knees and hips was almost unbearable. I heard about Relief Factor on the radio, started taking it, and within a week or two, I was pain-free. I'm still running today. I'm 59. Thank you, Relief Factor.
So whether you have back, neck, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, Relief Factor could very likely help you too. Order the 3-week quick start for just $19.95. Live your life with Relief Factor.
With the cut. Oh, dude. Charlie with a friend. Casting call for bitchless dweeb, and this is what they got? Yeah, that's how they got Charlie. They were like, damn, bro. We didn't know we were looking for that, but you nailed it. HOGWATCH?
I'm
what?
Calling to tell the non-tippers to come pick up their orders.
Easy answer. No, refund me. Because tipping is not for the delivery service. I pay a delivery fee. In fact, on top of that, I pay inflated prices for a delivery. The tip is for good delivery service.
Dude, I hate Americans, man. We're so fucking disgusting. One thing that the Chapo boys nail so aggressively is that, like, the service industry in America is literally not just for, like, convenience. For a lot of people, you might think it's for convenience, but it's not. It's a fucking moment for one small business tyrant to feel like they have slaves, okay? That's it. It's literally, it's not about convenience. It's not about fucking access. It is straight up about flexing the power that you have as a customer, as a consumer, over another whole ass human being that is less fortunate than you in that brief moment. You get fucked over in your workplace all day. Your manager is fucking your ass all goddamn day. And then you fucking then you get with the boys and you go to an Applebee's and you fucking screech. You shirk at a goddamn waitress there because in that brief moment, you're the boss, okay? You're the big boss. And that's it. That's what this is. Oh, delivery tips. Tipping for deliveries is not for the delivery service. It's for good delivery. Fuck off, dude. No, you know what it is? And this is the reality. It's unironically, it's for survival. It's charity. Tipping is charity. It's charity. And you should recognize it as such, okay? These people are doing incredible shit for you, okay? It's charity, and they deserve it. Because if you don't give them that, charity, they're doing it for fucking at a loss, pretty much. Okay? That's what tipping is. Oh my God. I worked in New Jersey at a restaurant getting paid $2.50 an hour, which is legal, working pretty much solely on tips. Yeah, so many people. That's their unfortunate reality.
I will never pre-tip an Uber Eats or a Dasher or any of that shit. You guys are just glorified delivery people that feel like you're entrepreneurs. But you really just have the same job I have.
Yeah, dude. You know what, dude? That's right. He's so right. He's so right, dude. That's who the real fucking oppressors of society are. Motherfuckers working for DoorDash, dude. That's what I'm thinking all the time. He said you're glorified delivery drivers who think they're entrepreneurs. Motherfucker, they're just delivery drivers. They quite literally are delivery drivers. That's what they do. They are just regular delivery drivers who in certain instances are getting paid less. The entire concept around like them being entrepreneurs is a marketing technique to, and this might come as a surprise to the uninitiated, destroy their fucking labor laws and labor protections that normally should be in place. That's it. The only reason why it's like, bro, it's a side hustle is literally just a marketing technique to eviscerate any semblance of labor regulation that should protect their better interests.
I had for a pizzeria when I was in high school. You're just a delivery driver.
God, I fucking hate it. He hit that note too. I did it.
Really just have the same.
Well, you really just have the same job for a pizzeria when I was in high school. Motherfucker, they know that. They know that. Except like when you were in high school, that was just supplementary income. Dumb bitch. God, I fucking hate these people so much. Oh! A tip is a tip, Mr. Pecker, not a paid salary. Listen, brother, Jerk and Bake Live, okay? I guess you never had an Uber Eats person eat your food. First of all, I have. And I've had an Uber Eats person fucking not deliver my food and shit too. It sucks and it's shitty, but what are you going to fucking do, dumbass? Like, what? Are you just going to blame the other Uber Eats drivers that are delivering your food adequately and not tip them? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Anyway, dude took an anecdote as fuck all delivery drivers. What the fuck? Those venture-backed companies, service apps were all carried by tech subsidies and operating at a loss, but at some point they're going to have to flip the switch. Oh, dude, yeah. No, fuck, there was a really good article on this that I read a while ago. It was like maybe a month ago or maybe a couple weeks ago that basically showed us that like the Silicon Valley hedge fund backed tech boom was basically for upper middle class individuals to feel like fucking lords. They subsidized all of these disruptive tech companies that have never turned profit and will never turn profit into just a way for people to just have like a personal slave for the afternoon. That's it. For the upper middle class to feel like they have slaves in the same way that like the wealthy do. Yeah. That's it. The millennial subsidy. Wow, you're so charitable, yet you don't suck them off to completion? What? You take up to 40 minutes to deliver an order. This guy wants me to make $8 an hour for something he's too lazy to do himself. Yeah. The end of the millennial lifestyle subsidy in the Atlantic. Yep, that was the one. You're right. And by the way, you should get a better job, or that I had a delivery job when I was in high school, is unironically the same fucking idiotic rhetoric that is built around... Sorry. That is the same exact idiotic rhetoric built around not increasing minimum wage. Minimum wage jobs are no longer supplementary income. Minimum wage jobs are not for children anymore, okay? Minimum wage jobs are supposed to be a sustainable job for The majority of people that are minimum wage workers, okay, that have families and shit. It's so stupid. What would you classify as having an assistant as? Like, if you had or had an assistant help you with your stream, are you helping them or ruling them? What would you classify having an assistant? Like, if you had or have an assistant help you with your stream, are you helping them or ruling them? What? No, you're hiring them. It's a job. I think people don't understand this for some reason. I'm not like, if I were to hire an assistant, okay, I'm hiring them. I'm giving them a job, okay? They need to be paid adequately, okay? They need to make sure that they can, depending on what their level of, depending on what their workload is, okay? They need to be paid adequately, okay? Pay your editors. Dude, oh my God, 22-month subscriber. I hate you, dude. I hate you so much. Like, why? It be your own all the time, dude. Yeah, I know. I enslave my editors, dude. You got it. This is a really funny meme that you should bring right now up in the middle of social commentary that I'm engaging in. Anyway, I am not doing this out of the kindness of my heart, okay? When I hire someone, it is not out of the kindness of my heart. I'm not like a gracious person for hiring them in the same way that like jobs providers try to fucking explain away their position. No, you're doing that because you can't deal with it on your own, okay? You're doing that because you cannot fucking edit those videos and also at the same time let them unionize and pay your editors. I'm literally gonna fucking shoot you into space with a rocket ship. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You don't pay your editors? See, this is what I mean. Of course I pay my editors! Fuck! Why the fuck would an outspoken socialist not pay their fucking editors? You hire them because your own time is worth more than what you pay? No, you hire them because there's need and or they have a set of skills that you don't have. I love you, but your community is so dense. No, it's not. It's not that they're dense. They're purposely doing this because it's a good way to get like other random uninitiated weirdos to also ask that question. That's it. They say that, and other people are like, wait a minute, maybe he doesn't do this because everyone's always looking for like some kind of fucking hypocrisy. Anyway, let's continue with this idiot.
Job I had for a pizzeria when I was in high school. You're just a delivery driver. Now, if you deliver my food in a timely manner, I'll tip you.
Chat here is honestly terrible. It's like the one thing I dislike about your community. It's a weird type of humor, like it's nagging. No, it is. It is that. Because leftists have no capacity to fucking laugh. So even their like own form of humor is literally just being fucking annoying. That's it. For so many people, because they have no like Republicans, they can only be racist, right? They only have one thing. So they can't make jokes. They can't be funny because being funny requires creativity. It requires being lighthearted. It requires understanding the subject matter that you're describing, right? The subject matter that you're tackling. So Republicans can't do all of that. So they're just bigoted, right? They just do like racism. Leftists also can't do that. So the only thing they know is how to fucking nag. So they just do that. But this time they're like, oh, but I'm joking. And they don't realize that that actually personally makes them look unapproachable and like fucking annoying woke lords, okay? Annoying, unapproachable, narcissistic joy kills.
If you deliver deliver my food in a timely manner, I'll tip you because I'm tipping for the quality service. However, if you deliver 7 orders along the way, you ain't getting a tip. I'm not tipping for my food arriving cold so you could make more money. And your threats don't mean anything because somebody will pick up my order or I'll get a refund.
Dude, again, like, I mean, this guy definitely is a business owner, right? He's talking like such a small business tyrant. There's no shot this guy is not a fucking small business tyrant. By the way, he has a Karen remix video. Dog, you are a Karen. You are an Omega Karen. Just because you're a dude doesn't change that reality, right? You're fucking literally complaining. I have never seen more Airbnb drop shipping landlord energy from one person before this video. What is this? He's Joe's restaurant owner friend that lost his employees. This is exactly what he talked about. Middle-class man feeling high and mighty because he gets his food delivered. Yeah, that's it. Kind of got a point, to be honest. Yeah, because you're a fucking idiot, dude. And that attitude manifests throughout society. And that attitude reinforces you not getting what you deserve. Because, again, plenty of other idiots feel the same way that you do, okay? That's how this shit works, brother. You're cucked. You're cucked. Tipping is dumb, but it also means people get something approaching the money they should be getting. Yes, tipping is charity. That's the way I see it. And plenty of people are deserving of it, okay? I've done over 700 deliveries for DoorDash, and I can tell you how common this is. No tip Andes everywhere. Want it fresh, fast, and free. Insanity.
An order from somewhere else. Since when did you low-skill workers think you could start making demands?
Oh, fuck. I liked it on accident.
Because somebody will pick up my order. Or I'll get a refund and order from...
The replaceability of the labor force can only happen if there are no labor protections. If there are no labor unions, then labor can be seen as replaceable, okay? That's it. It's disposable. You're treating human beings like they're disposable product. They're expendable. If delivery drivers were adequately paid for their labor, would you still tip? Just curious, not trying to argue. Dude, go to Europe. Like, don't ask me this question. Literally just go to Europe. Okay? Get in a cab in Europe. There is no fucking... If you pay for food in Europe, there is no, like, secondary part where they're like, hey, can you... how much would you like to tip the waiter today? You want to know why? Because there's at least some level of fucking protection there. And people are getting adequate pay without tips. You don't have to work for $2.50 an hour like that chatter pointed out. And then rely on tips. That's why I always laugh whenever Austin says, you know, in America, the consumer is like really protected. Like the customer's always protected. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, because like they're the worker is starved to basically have to literally serve you in the most servile way possible in the United States of America, or they don't get money. They just don't make money then. They can still do the job, but they won't get money. Related question to the editing thing. What would be the ideal wealth distribution model for the movie industry be? I don't know, man. What the fuck? You want me to talk about that right now? I don't know. Except the customer is not protected. The customer is pressured to subsidize the worker's pay because the owner doesn't want to pay it in the same way that Walmart benefits from the welfare state. Yes, that is true. But that's the reason why the system operates in the way that it does. I don't get people who live the dunk on Uber Eats drivers. Dude, that is the fucking most insane thing too. Like, you're literally dunking on people who are basically your slave. Okay? Like, you are the biggest piece of shit. You are straight up the biggest piece of shit. You are punching so far down, you might as well be punching a fucking child with cancer, okay? Like, that's insane. Like, these are dudes that are fucking using their own cars or sometimes bikes or motorcycles to deliver food to you and make, like, try to fucking eke a living, all right? They're just, like, they're desperately fucking... They're sometimes losing money on deliveries, and you're still like, nah, fuck those guys, dude. Those are the real powerful people. You're just a piece of shit, classist dickhead, and so shameless about this attitude. 128,000 likes, by the way, on this. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm getting so tired of servers and drivers thinking they need to go after the customer to get paid a fair price. Go after the people you work for. You don't pre-tip a waiter or waitress. Why would you pre-tip a delivery driver? The inflated delivery prices is why I just pick up my own food. I tip the heck out of them. It's expensive, but I think they deserve it. You tell them, Karen. Man is spitting facts and all the people with no skills mad trying to defend. Dude, your name is Long Don Silver 699. Like, you have no skill either. That's the other problem. A lot of these people straight up are fucking arguing for themselves. Okay? It's like when chatters see a meet and greet that I'm doing and make fun of the person that they see on screen. You're making fun of yourself, dumbass. You're making fun of yourself. When you are on TikTok under this fucking ugly ass piece of shit with the weird like lighting system behind him, like he's, you know, a 14-year-old TikTok Zoomer, okay? When you're being like, lol, low-skilled people coping, omega lol, you're making fun of yourself. You're low skill. There's no such thing, ultimately, okay? There is no value without labor. How easily your bosses can fire you and then hire someone else in your place should not determine your wage. You fucking idiot. God damn it, dude. Being a delivery driver was such a low point in my life. It was so exhausting physically and mentally. Oh.
From somewhere else. Since when did you low-skill workers think you could start making demands? You're not in charge.
I'm calling to tell the non...
I don't get it. Like, I mean, this is how you justify slavery, too. So that's what he's doing. It's great. Happy birthday to one of the tall guys in this picture. Not which one. Not sure which one, to be honest. That's an old photo, man. Look at that. Look at my hair from back then. My hair grew so much. That last bit was fucking insane, but sorry, I don't tip here in the UK. This is clearly an American issue. Why should I tip why can't the company pay them well? Why should I be pressured to pay them more? They should have to rely on tips so much. Dude, no, that's not how that works in America, okay? In America, they literally don't pay them. They live off tips. Murad is way more highly skilled of a worker than you, but you make more money than him? Okay. You know, it's not that easy, okay, to fucking be a good Twitch streamer, all right? Fucking chill. But yes, a person who quite literally built satellites is infinitely more intelligent and higher skilled than me. Yes. That is true. True. What about those restaurants that give rid of tips and raise prices to accommodate living wage standards, but all their wait staff quit because they're now making less than before? I don't know, man. Maybe they should have the wage standards and on top of that maintain tipping then if they want to. But also, where is this example coming from? You are a 22-month subscriber and you're literally fucking blasting this in the chat. Like, what about this anecdote? At least, like, give me I don't know, give me some semblance of fucking evidence here. Oh, 22-month subscriber, not subscribed currently, gets fucking destroyed by Fossabot. Oh, a New York Times article? Is this the end of tipping? The restaurant industry is in crisis. Okay, bro. I'm willing to bet that this article doesn't say what you thought it says, but The restaurant industry is in crisis, but some see how bad things are for servers, including masculine harassment, as a unique chance to make life better. The New York Times has cut so much propaganda on behalf of the restaurant industry. They might as well be having the fucking Chamber of Commerce write their articles for them. How about that pizza shop that distributed profits to every employee that made $70 per hour? Yeah. I've linked a bunch already, but how can you look at this and tell me people delivering food through waist-deep water is low skill or low value labor? Yeah. Should I not use delivery apps anymore? I'm really seriously asking. I don't want to sound rude. Wait, what do you mean? Using them while they still exist. Thank you, Linklight, for the 10 gifted subs. Non-American here. How is it allowed to only pay $2 an hour? I thought the minimum wage was $7 or so in America. Depending on where you are, it's $7. But depending on where you are, but even then, the argument here is that with tips, sometimes you can actually make more than you would. Make more than minimum wage, which is not much to begin with. Make a lot more than minimum wage, especially if you're like a bartender or something, okay? Bartenders or wait staff that work in like really upscale restaurants where the food is really expensive and the clientele is very wealthy actually make a lot of money. They have the capacity to make a lot of money. I have writer friends who literally write on shows and shit, and back when they were fucking servers, they made more, okay? But across the board, server wage is incredibly fucking low. It is unimaginably low. The reason why you are paid $2 an hour, however, is because they say, hey, you're going to get tipped anyway. You don't have to tip a restaurant FOH in Europe. 10% is considered incredibly generous, but ordering through the apps, you still got to tip because they're not full-time employees. As the apps use the gig model to escape labor regulations, not as much deregulation as NA, but gig workers are still barely covered labor protections. Only argument for tipping I've seen that held any water is that it makes it more flexible, but the easy argument is that the flexibility should stay and the tipping should go away. But that flexibility is still used against, weaponized against workers because there is no such flexibility. Try to be fucking flexible if you're a waiter and you're like, hey, I don't want to work this weekend. My family is, my cat is sick or my mom is sick. I can't work this weekend. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, dude. See if you ever work the next weekend ever again. What the fuck do you mean? Like, that flexibility is non-existent. Yeah, you just lost your shift and they will never put you on that shift ever again. You're done. You're fucked. The idea that like workers don't have enough protections to get guaranteed income that is sustainable, okay? But they they actually do have the autonomy to get flexibility is psychotic, and you would only say that if you've never worked a job like that, and I haven't, but at least I know people that have, you know what I mean? I talk to people that have. I've never worked in the service industry, for those of you who are wondering, for the record. I literally got taken off Friday mornings because I bitched about serving in 100-degree plus weather. I try to be flexible. They started reducing my work hours. They gradually reduced it to 0 hours. This man out here advocating for workers and getting shit on by workers? No. A lot of the people who shit on me are not workers. A lot of the people who shit on me are not workers themselves. The people who shit on me are literally just neats with no life experience. People that are, argument perverts half the time when they just like want to make an argument for the sake of having their voice be heard in chat. Yeah, you can deliver whenever you want, but you won't make money unless it's during peak times, thus canceling out the flexibility. Yeah.